Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. We are your community connection. Thank you for joining us today. Today we will have with us Edna Ringhofer from Healthy Seniors, and then we're going to take a visit to the River Springs Water Park and learn about all their programs for the summer. We hope that you contact us with your ideas for shows. If there are events or activities or programs in the community that you would like others to know about, give us a shout. You can contact us on Facebook. You can email us or phone us. Our contact information will be up on the screen. So in the meantime, though, we hope that you'll stick with us. After a word from our sponsors, we'll be right back with Edna Ringhofer and Healthy Seniors.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Rick Smith, Golf Course Superintendent of the Brooktree Golf Course. Brooktree is an 18-hole championship golf course featuring well-manicured greens, tees, and fairways. We are open to the public. I challenge you to find a better maintained golf course for the money we charge here at Brooktree. Come on out and play Brooktree, a great golf course.
Hello, I'm David Einhaus with the Owatonna Foundation. Thank you to all of our donors who have helped make Owatonna a better place to live. Will you join us today with a financial gift? Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back. Leanne and I are here at the River Springs Water Park in Owatonna. We are your community connection, and we are out and about, and we're going to be visiting with Brad Dushaw from Parks and Rec, and Eric Anderson, who runs the pool, and Andy Lundberg, who is one of our safety people here. He's our lifeguard. And so let's first introduce yourselves and exactly what your relationship is here to this pool.
Well, I'm Brad Dushaw. I'm the recreation supervisor with the City of Owatonna Parks and Rec Department, and I help out with running the facility here at River Springs.
Okay, great. And how about you, Eric?
I'm Eric Anderson. I'm Assistant Recreation Director of Facilities for the Park and Rec. As Brad mentioned, we just oversee the facility and make sure everything is running properly out here and make sure everybody's safe when they're out here.
Okay, and obviously we know you're a lifeguard, right?
Yep.
And how long have you been a lifeguard?
This is my 6th year actually, so I've been out here for a while, so they probably have seen me.
I have seen you. Yes, I know you're great. So you're really experienced.
Yep.
Wonderful. Well, let's get to just talking about some of the key things that people want to know. The hours of operation, the cost, and some of the deals that people can get when they come to the water park.
Yeah. Well, we are open through August 9th, 12 to 8 p.m. And then hours do change from August 10th to August 22nd. We're open 12 to 7 p.m. then. So.
Okay. So, but otherwise, I'm sorry, we're in. We're going to be in July on, so we're open every day.
From now until August 9th, obviously, we're open 12 to 8, and then from August 10th on, we're open 12 to 7. So.
Okay. And what are some of the costs and some of the ways people can save costs? Who wants to answer that? How about you, Eric?
General admission is $650 for anybody that's 4 foot and taller. Anybody that's under the 4 foot height is $450. That's general admission, and then there's different daily specials. So we'd have a Monday special as a Grandparents' Day special where grandparent can get in free with a paid child. Tuesday is Twilight Day, so anybody gets in the facility for $4. Wednesday is going to be a family night, so from 5 o'clock on, anybody up to 6 people in a family can get into the facility for $6 or $12 rather.
$12 for the whole family?
For the whole family,
wow.
Up to 6 people, and anything beyond that is $2 more per person if they have a bigger family. And then we have our normal, those are kind of the normal specials. We have a Facebook special that happens on Thursdays, so if you're a Facebook fan of ours, you can jump on there and they'll have different kind of specials. So
if we like you, do we get some kind of a notice because you put it up on Facebook? Sure. And we get a notice that says there's a special?
And it pops up the day before and the day of, and it kind of gives you reminders of what's going on as far as different specials. Not only that Thursday special, but it gives you reminders about the Monday and the Tuesday and the Wednesday deals, and the Sunday. Every Sunday we have a different program or a different special that takes place as well, so those will be on that Facebook as well.
All right. And we have a lot of things that go on at the pool. People obviously can show up and just swim, but there are before hours activities. What are some of those things? Like the lazy river walk. The lazy river walk. What's that about?
That's the morning. We go from 6 to 8 in the morning. It's Monday through Friday, and then also on Saturday from 11 to 12. There's a lazy river walk, so basically you're walking against current, kind of an exercise program that you got resistance training on.
Oh, great. It's like almost like lifting weights. Okay.
Yes.
That sounds fun.
And at the same time, we also have lap swim for those people that did that during the year at the junior high. We moved over to here during the summer, but it's not just those people that have to go to it. It's another drop-in type of a program that goes from 6 to 8 as well.
Okay.
And then we have water aerobics from 11 to 11:50 in the morning. We also have an afternoon class that goes 5:30 to 6:30. And then we have swimming lessons that we have multiple different sessions of swimming lessons. We're just wrapping up session 1. We'll be starting session 2 in a week or so, and then keep rolling through there. So,
swimming lessons are so important, and we do have our lifeguards here, so that's great. But obviously, we want people to be safe at the pool. One quick question before we do talk to Andy. I did want to find out. So, if I want to walk against the lazy river, during the hours of operation, can I do that?
that's actually not allowed.
Okay,
you have to be on a tube, and you have to be floating around in the right direction. During your normal open hours, there's several of those kind of regulations, but we give those programs out there for people that want to use it.
Okay.
And that's
part of his job. Yep. Andy, so what to help us? Oh, the cost. Yeah, what is the cost to get in for those special, the morning and the afternoon?
It's $2 for to get in for Lazy River and the lap swim. And then the water aerobics is $3 for the morning one. The evening one is $4 because that gets you into the pool to actually swim if you want to stick around for swimming.
Okay.
And then obviously swimming lessons is a program cost. It's depending upon if you do private lessons or regular lessons. So
that's pretty affordable.
Absolutely.
$2 or $3 or $4, it's all pretty affordable. Right. And so speaking of, we can't walk against the lazy river during park hours. I mean, so what are some of the rules that you have to, we'll talk about safety in a minute, but what are some of the rules people really need to pay attention to?
Well, some of the biggest ones are like on the lazy river, your elbows have to be above the tube so we can see you in case something bad happens. Also, when you hang on the rope, some people can't swim, so that they really fall off and then bad things happen. We also...
What's the rope here?
Like if you look in the deep end, we have ropes that separate shallow and deep, and some people don't understand that. So it's really safety that we have all the rules. And then we have like the lily pads, which you have to be tall enough to reach and that type of stuff. And then on the rock wall we have, which is a lot of fun, but we only can have 2 people on it, so.
And sometimes more than 2 people want to climb on it at once. The lily pads, so they have to be tall enough, to be in the water and touch the lily pad, have their head above?
It's more that they can reach the rope by themselves because the rope is about the same depth as the water, so it's more for safety reasons that way.
And now, your job as a lifeguard, I noticed because I've been here, it's a great park, you switch around quite a bit. And so what are you doing when you're switching, and what is it that you're always being vigilant for?
Well, we're really watching for people. Safety is our #1 concern. So if something goes wrong, it's a problem. We also want to keep the guards on edge, so we just keep having them walk around, keep them wanting to keep their job so they don't just have the monotony of the same thing.
Get lazy and just start looking in one spot instead of looking around and, okay, I see that.
All about safety.
And what are some of the common safety hazards or mistakes that kids or adults or people make here around the pool?
Well, some of the biggest things is they go way too deep, and that's the biggest thing, or they'll push their friends. We really don't like to see people push or dunk because it's really dangerous, and that's our biggest problem is most saves we have to do are because people are messing around in horseplay. So
horseplay it may sound like fun, but it can lead to dangerous things.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons that we set all our rules. They're posted all over this place. So walking is another big one, especially with small children. They run, they slip, and they fall. So
it's not that they can't walk; it's that they better walk and not run. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. And have you ever had to save somebody, or get somebody out of a tough situation?
Well, every guard has to get in the water to help out in minor situations. Usually, if we have to get in, we're right on it. I've had to personally save someone a few times, and it's usually in the deep end where they think they're a strong swimmer and then something goes wrong and they swallow too much water or something. So it's usually accidents, but we're big. That's why we encourage swimming lessons and stuff so that they know if something goes wrong, we're here to help them, but we don't. More prevention, the safer they are.
Thank you so much for keeping us safe. We really appreciate it, and I'm glad you've been here so long and have such good experience. Eric, let's talk about that. I wanted to ask about, so we talked about the swimming lessons.
Sure.
So what age ranges do we have for these swimming lessons?
They start anything from 18 months all the way up to however long it takes to go through a level 6. Your level 1 classes is your non-parent child ones where the kids are in there by themselves, roughly about 5 years old, and they start working their way up as they go through classes.
Now, what's a level 6? What does that mean?
It's more the fitness swimmer side of things where you're enhancing what you've learned and becoming a stronger fitness pieces of it. Your level 1 through 4 are typically ones where you're going to get more of the skills and develop your skills. And 5 and 6 you'll develop more, but then you start strengthening your skills that you already have as well as your distances.
Do adults have, do adults come to these swim lessons?
Traditionally we don't, but we can. We have private lessons that we offer that they can do those, as well as we have in the past offered adult lessons where once in a while we'll get 2 or 3 people that will take them just for the sake of they want to learn how to swim. They have kids now that are younger that they want to be able to swim with, so they're
or help if the kids are swimming,
yep,
right?
Exactly.
I need to be able to get in the water. We're going to have to wrap up in a sec, but I know you've got some upcoming events here. Can you tell us about those, Brad?
Yeah, well, on July 19th is going to be our weekend out here in Owatonna. So it's a $2 day. So that's going to be one big day out here. Make sure you take advantage of it. It's going to be a great opportunity to come out and enjoy the park. So.
Great. So July 19th, we'll be here for $2. And are the food, the concessions, we didn't talk about that? Is there food available?
Absolutely. We have a great concession stand with hot food. We have pretzels, hot dogs, mini donuts. I mean, there's endless opportunities in the concession stand there. So.
Great. There's a lot of opportunities for fun here. Thank you so much for joining us. Please stick with us after a word from our sponsors.
Hi, my name is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance. We're here to handle all your insurance needs. We are a very proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
I didn't just want another job, I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
I was new to town and I didn't know where to turn for a job, so I decided to express myself.
I decided to express myself, and they helped find the right career for me.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Hi, this is Doug Johnson at the Owatonna Business Incubator, a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show. We'd like to welcome you to the incubator. If you're a small business, whether you're existing or a startup, we can help you with office space, manufacturing or warehouse, and free confidential counseling.
Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed your trip to River Springs Water Park. And now we've got joining us Edna Ringhofer, and she is the Director of Healthy Seniors. We're going to be talking today about summer safety for seniors, among other safety issues for seniors. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good to have you here, Edna.
Thanks. Great to be here.
For those people who don't know exactly what you do and what Healthy Seniors does, can you give us a little quick intro?
Sure. Well, at Healthy Seniors, we're Healthy Seniors of Steele County, so we cover all of Steele County. And what we do is we recruit volunteers and we train them and we coordinate them with seniors' needs. So what we do is we'll pair them up, or we'll try to help the seniors stay in their home as long as possible. Our goal is to divert nursing home admissions or the spend down of Medicare. And so we can do that, you know, with such things as the Friendly Visitor Program we have, which is also a senior companion, where we'll match them up. It's almost, you know, like Big Brothers Big Sisters. This is kind of the same thing. Yeah, we're matching a volunteer up with a senior, and as seniors get older, they get isolated, and so a lot of times their point of contact would be our volunteer going in and visiting them or taking them places, and it's just amazing some of the relationships that develop through our program, and they kind of sometimes take on that relationship of a parent where the volunteer just really enjoys it. So probably one of our bigger things is having the volunteer report the hours, because the friendship becomes so good and
So then they don't
strong.
track the hours because
they
it's
feel
just
guilty.
visiting a friend.
Yes, they feel guilty because they love doing
my
it,
goodness.
and so the relationship component is just incredible to see.
That's really strong.
That's one of those rewarding things that we get to see. Some of the relationships that do develop out of that, because they really
Wonderful.
become their advocate. Not only just making sure they're okay, they check on them regularly, but then also too, several will go to the doctor appointment and take them to the doctor appointment, be that advocate for them. As seniors get older, a lot of times they might have a hard time either hearing or writing things down
So
and
this gets
remembering.
to the fact that you have assessed, what are the needs of seniors in order to be able to pair a companion with them that helps them to meet those needs, right?
Right.
And one of the needs that we want to talk about today especially is the need to be, say, safe during the summer months when the heat can get to us, and especially for seniors.
Right.
And so let's talk a little bit about, why are seniors a little more susceptible to the heat, and what are the problems that might ensue, and how can we be safe as seniors?
Well, there's several tips. One is avoid the heat during the 10 to 4 time frame. Try to stay in the air conditioning. If you do not have air conditioning, try to go to places that have air conditioning. There's also a federal grant for low income people. You can go online and get that information, but it's a low income grant for air conditioning. And so that's another, another resource that's available. But
do they get the air conditioner? Is that part of what the grant is?
It's to cover the cost of, I believe, an air conditioner as well as the air conditioning bills, the utility bill.
Really?
But it is income related. Yep.
Should also have, Owatonna Public
information.
Utilities also has some information about lowering costs during the summer months, and maybe also programs to help offset costs. So will there be information about that air conditioning?
We will put that in our newsletter,
opportunity? Okay.
which if people would like to look at our newsletter, our next one coming out is going to be the end of July. But it is that particular grant is it's a federal grant, and it's a low income energy assistance grant, and that's for air conditioning. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
So that's important to stay out of the heat.
Keep cool is
Yep,
number
keep
one.
cool.
And how do you do
Yep.
that? Stay out of the heat, like the
Yep.
doctor says. If that hurts, don't keep doing it. So if you get too hot, don't go out in the heat.
Absolutely.
Or go to the pool.
Yep.
We just had River Springs
Stay
on.
cool.
Go to the pool.
Yes, stay cool. And that's one thing too where, if but try to stay out of that 10 to 4 time frame, but definitely stay cool. You can keep your home to have that be at least 76 degrees or less. Also take the baths or a shower, not too hot, not too cold, but you can take them during the day too if you get too hot. Yep. So those are really the kind of the home safety component. Rules also apply with that. As far as if you do have a fan, make sure the plug-in so you don't trip and fall, because we want to keep seniors in their home, and that's one thing with the heat. They can get dizzy. They can get if you're not hydrated properly, you want to drink a lot of fluids so you don't get dizzy.
You don't get woozy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So the dehydration is a big thing. That's important to make sure that you're hydrated. So definitely a lot of water. Avoid the caffeine drinks. If seniors by that point, they're pretty dependent on what they like to drink, and so we just recommend stay away from the caffeine. Drink lots of water, and then there's also Gatorade. That's a big product now for electrolytes. That's really important to replenish the system. So that's also a really good drink
Keep
for
your
seniors to
electrolytes
have.
up. Okay.
Yep, so that'll help if the body is dehydrated and they need to replenish. If they don't like to drink water, it's just another drink out there that's
And I know
available.
so many seniors, and my grandma's one of these who did not, she would have a little teeny glass of water and she'd keep it with her all day, but a small amount, because she was afraid that it would make her have to go to the bathroom too much, and nobody likes to have to run to the bathroom all the time. We know that.
Yeah.
I don't either, but it's better to be staying inside and drinking a lot of water and having to run to the bathroom than to get, really ill or so dehydrated that you get weak and you fall, and then even worse things can happen. So that's a big problem, drinking that water.
Right.
And if you're like me, you don't like I don't know why, I don't like the taste of water.
Right, and some people don't.
Put some flavoring in it.
Yeah.
Put a little lemon in there.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, if they do go outside, if you do venture outside, I mean, it's summer. We don't want to be cooped up all summer, just like we don't want to be cooped up all winter. Is there certain kinds of clothing that we should wear?
Right. Well, they recommend a cotton base and also lighter colors. So it'll reflect
the
it
light
versus the dark, which that's going to absorb. And then the shoes are a big thing too. With seniors and their shoes, that's something where they look pretty, or people like to wear sandals or flip-flops. But as the senior ages, you tend to lose the feeling in your feet.
I didn't know that.
I didn't. Yeah, that was
one
that.
Your toes.
So when that circulation, so if you lose that feeling, you can trip. It can become a tripping hazard, and so that's something where they recommend shoes that tie versus the sandal and the flip-flops.
Well, I don't know about you, but flip-flops make me trip anyway. I mean, flip-flops and things that are just flipping around on your feet sometimes, and then if you hit a little bit of something uneven, and if your balance isn't so great, then that could be a hazard.
Right.
See.
And that's one of those in living in their home. The shoes are very important, but the falls are really important to try to avoid, because 70% of the seniors that do fall, if they're hospitalized, a lot of times they don't come back home.
They stay.
Right. And then it's also the number one cause of death among seniors is a fall. So
of accidental death.
Yeah, accidental death.
Yeah.
So
we were talking about heat and the summer, and I think we got kind of the basics about that. But it does get into some of the symptoms of dehydration, which can lead to falling, by the way. So that we'll get back to the falling. What are some of the symptoms of dehydration? We had a little note down here somewhere.
Yep. A lot of it is can be weakness, headaches, muscle cramps, dizziness. Those are real common symptoms with dehydration. There's also the heat stroke, and that's also really dangerous because of the body temp.
Oh, yes.
And with that, the warning signs is if your body temperature is 103 degrees or higher.
Oof.
So
that's way too hot.
So definitely the water park would be great.
Yeah.
But definitely the either the morning person or the night owl, either in the morning or try to go later at night. Try to avoid that 10 to 4 time frame.
I see. So be a morning person or a night owl, but try not to be the midday activity, which is when a lot of hopefully get out in your garden earlier in the day or later in the evening.
Yeah.
Spray for mosquitoes if you don't want to go out in the evening. That's the problem about those hours, but.
Heat exhaustion is also another one.
Okay.
And that is, some of those warning signs is you're sweaty. And so that's something to try to gauge how long you've been in the sun, if you're starting to get tired. But if you start to get clammy and sweaty, and those are big signs with the heat exhaustion. And then another thing that can lead to that is fainting, just from being in the sun.
Faint.
Yeah.
Yeah. And dry mouth, if you get really dry. So keep hydrated is kind of the main thing. Keep hydrated and keep cool.
Yep.
Well, really quick, what are some of the other things that we need to talk about in terms of safety? Falling seems to be one of the number one things.
Right.
And I know that you have a program that is about home assessment and fall prevention.
Yep.
Right? We were talking about plugging in the cords, when if you've got that fan going on, please don't put it somewhere where you're going to walk on it. And don't cover it with a rug. Those rugs, you'll trip over those rugs every time.
Yep, the throw rugs are a hazard.
Throw rugs are cute, but you know what? It's not so cute when you fall.
Right, make sure they have the adhesive underneath it.
Okay, non-slip.
But also too, if you do add a fan, a lot of times we tend to take the same path. So if you add something else in your home that isn't normally there, that you can also trip and fall on it because you're not used to it being there.
So it should not be in your normal path.
Right.
Don't put it in your deer path. You know, deer have paths, so do we, I guess.
Yeah.
You've got some events coming up, but you want to talk about this brochure real quick?
Yep. Well, with this is our brochure, and we can do a free home safety evaluation for seniors, which also ties into a new program that we're going to be hitting off, which is called Healthy Partners. And what that is we're going to start off with a home safety assessment. So we're going to go through every room and make the recommendations of how to make it safe. And then from there, we're also going to add an exercise component. So it's for that homebound senior that mobility-wise can't get out.
Stay in their home, but you can find ways to assess the situation and keep them safe. And I know that their information is up on the screen if you want to call real quick.
Yes.
You've got just the date, the time, the place. We've got July 7th.
At the Owatonna Country Club. It's our golf classic. Yep.
Okay.
And so if people are interested in golfing and want to support a great cause, it's July 7th at the Owatonna Country Club, and they can call us at 977-2566.
Great. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Stay with us for community announcements.
Hi, Warren Abraham, Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Welcome back. We are here with your community announcements. Triam Graphics wants you to know that the 2016 annual photo counter contest officially opens July 1st. So start snapping those photos and contact Triam for more information about participating in that. There will be 2 new exhibitions opening at the Owatonna Arts Center on Sunday, July 5th, and they will run through July 26th. The exhibitions will feature the latest paintings by artist D. Teller entitled Sky Horse, Water, Earth, and bronze and steel works by David Hyduk. The artist reception is on Sunday, July 12th from 1 to 5 p.m. At the Owatonna Arts Center. Saturday, July 11th, Steele County Humane Society, in conjunction with Kindest Cut, will be offering low-cost spay and neuter services for dogs, cats, and rabbits. Along with house cats, free-roaming community outdoor cats are also welcome. For more information, call 763-489-7729. Steele County Historical Society's extravaganza at the Village of Yesteryear is Sunday, July 12th. From 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., and they will feature reenacted Old West shootouts and scenarios, old-time handcrafts, musical entertainment, antique tractor show, wool spinning, printing, basket weaving, so many good fun things to do. The day before, actually, the 10th annual Chuck Wagon Supper will also be there at the Village of Yesteryear from 5:30 until 7:30. The Steele County Fair Board has finalized its designated smoking areas on the fairgrounds. Beginning this year, smoking will not be allowed on the fairgrounds during fair, except in designated areas. Smoking will only be allowed in parking lots and the fenced-off area in the beer garden, an area on the livestock lane, and there's more information about that you can find out from the Fair Board. We thank you so much for being. Please join us on Friday for our shows with Big Brothers Big Sisters and their new Executive Director, Michelle Redman, as well as Owatonna Fire Department Chief Mike Johnson talking about summer safety for kids. We hope to see you Friday.